It starts with a feeling we all know. You wake up in the middle of the night. The air in your bedroom feels crisp. Your nose is cold. Your feet feel like blocks of ice. You think to yourself, I'll just pull the blanket up. I don't want to get out of bed to turn up the heat. It's too much trouble. You think you are safe in your own bed. But for one 68-year-old man, this simple decision became his last. He didn't know that his body was struggling. He didn't know that the cold air in his room was silently stressing his heart. He just went back to sleep, and sadly, he never woke up. Hello, and welcome to the Sunset Years. I'm glad you are here. Today, we have a very serious warning to share with you. It is a story that might save your life or the life of someone you love. We are going to talk about why sleeping in a cold room is dangerous for seniors, and the specific habit doctors are warning us to stop immediately. Let me tell you the story of a man named Arthur. Arthur was 68 years old. He was not what you would call old and frail. In fact, Arthur was full of life. He had retired 3 years ago from his job as a school teacher. He finally had time to do the things he loved. Every morning, Arthur walked 3 kilometers. He ate healthy food. He took his vitamins. His doctor was very happy with his blood pressure and his cholesterol. Arthur felt strong. He often told his friends, I feel like I am still 50 years old. But Arthur had one habit that he thought was harmless. Actually, he thought it was healthy. Arthur loved a cold bedroom. He grew up in a time when people believed that fresh, cold air was good for the lungs. He hated stuffy heat. He wanted to save money on his heating bills, too. Energy is expensive, after all. So every night before bed, even in the middle of winter, Arthur would turn his heating off or turn it down very low. He would open the small window, just a crack to let the fresh air in. He would say to his daughter, Don't worry, I have a big blanket. I am warm enough. But Arthur did not understand that a blanket only covers your skin. It does not protect the air you breathe, and it does not stop the temperature in the room from dropping. It was a cold Tuesday night in January. Arthur, a healthy 68-year-old, put on his pajamas, turned his thermostat down to 15 degrees Celsius, and went to bed. He fell asleep quickly under his heavy wool blanket. Around 3 a.m., the temperature outside plummeted. Cold air seeped through the windows, turning the room into a refrigerator. While Arthur slept, something dangerous was happening inside his body. He didn't feel the change. He didn't shiver. His body was trying to preserve energy by staying asleep. But with every breath, he inhaled freezing air, cooling his blood from the inside out. His body went into a silent panic mode. Because he was 68, his body's alarm system wasn't as sensitive as a younger person's. A 20-year-old would have woken up shaking violently. But Arthur's nerve endings were less responsive, and his brain didn't send a strong signal to wake him. He just kept sleeping. The next morning, his daughter found him in bed. He looked peaceful, but he was gone. His shocked family asked the doctors how this could have happened. He was healthy. Was it a heart attack? A stroke? The doctor's answer was chilling. His heart stopped because of the strain from the cold. Arthur didn't freeze to death in the typical sense. His heart simply gave up trying to keep his body warm. So what's the science behind this? It's a process called vasoconstriction. When your body gets cold, it tries to keep warm blood near your core organs. To do this, it squeezes the blood vessels in your arms, legs, and skin. Think of squeezing a garden hose. The pressure builds up, and the pump has to work harder. Your heart is that pump. As Arthur's blood vessels narrowed, his heart had to work much, much harder to push blood through. For a young, healthy heart, this is manageable. But for an older adult, even a healthy one, the arteries are stiffer, and the heart is less resilient. While he slept, Arthur's blood pressure spiked to dangerous levels. His heart was working as if he were running a marathon, all while he was lying perfectly still. There's another factor. When we get cold, Our blood actually becomes thicker and stickier, increasing the risk of blood clots. So Arthur faced a triple threat that night: narrowed blood vessels, sky-high blood pressure, and thick, sticky blood. His heart just couldn't handle the immense strain. This phenomenon is known as excess winter mortality, and it's why more heart attacks and strokes happen in the winter, often silently in the bedroom. You might be sitting there thinking, "But I would know if I was that cold. I would wake up." This is the most dangerous myth. As we age, our bodies change in ways we cannot see. One of these changes is decreased thermal sensitivity. Our skin has sensors that tell the brain, "It's cold, do something." But after age 60, these sensors start to fade. They become less accurate. Research shows that a young person will start shivering when the room temperature drops to 20 degrees. But a senior might not start shivering until the temperature is much lower. This means your body can be losing heat, your heart can be under stress, but your brain thinks everything is fine. Arthur probably felt a little cool when he went to bed. He didn't feel dangerously cold. This is why we cannot trust our feelings alone. We have to trust the thermometer. There is also the issue of metabolism. Seniors have a slower metabolism. We produce less body heat than we used to. We also have thinner skin and less fat under the skin to insulate us. We are like a house with no insulation in the walls. The heat escapes very fast. Arthur's story is tragic, but it teaches us a lesson. We can prevent this. You can prevent this. Doctors have issued specific warnings for everyone over the age of 60. Here is what you need to do tonight. Tip number 1. The 18-degree rule. The World Health Organization and doctors agree. The bedroom of an older person should never be colder than 18 degrees Celsius. That's 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Ideally, keep it at 20 degrees. Do not try to save money by freezing at night. It is not worth the risk. If you cannot heat the whole house, use a safe electric oil heater in the bedroom. Set a timer so it keeps the room warm until morning. Tip number 2. Rethink your pajamas. Cotton is great for summer, but in winter, it can be a problem. If you sweat a little, cotton gets damp and stays damp. This makes you colder. Switch to flannel or thermal pajamas. And here is a secret weapon: bed socks. We lose a lot of heat through our feet. If your feet are cold, your blood vessels constrict. Keeping your feet warm helps your whole body relax and keeps your circulation flowing smoothly. Tip number 3. Use layers. Arthur used one heavy blanket, but layers are better. Use a sheet, then a light blanket, then a duvet. Why? Because air gets trapped between the layers. This warm air acts like a shield. Also, if you get too hot, it can peel one layer off without freezing. Tip number 4. Don't be afraid to wear a hat. It might look old-fashioned, like something from a Charles Dickens movie, but wearing a soft sleeping cap is very smart. We lose a lot of heat from our heads. If your bedroom is drafty, cover your head. It will take a lot of stress off your heart. Tip number 5. A warm drink. Before bed, have a warm, non-caffeinated drink, herbal tea or warm milk. This warms your body from the inside out before you sleep. I also want to speak to the families watching. If you have an aging parent, don't just ask them, "Are you warm enough?" They'll almost always say yes. Go to their house. Check their bedroom. Is it drafty? Is the window sealing properly? Touch their hands. Are they cold? Sometimes our parents are stubborn. They want to be frugal and save money. You might need to be the one to buy them a good heater or a better duvet. You might need to be the one to set the thermostat and tell them, "Leave it here for your health." Arthur's daughter wishes she had checked the thermostat that night. Don't let that be your regret. Growing older is a privilege. The sunset years should be a time of comfort, reflection, and joy. But to enjoy these years, we have to respect how our bodies change. We're not 25 anymore. We can't sleep in freezing rooms and expect to bounce back in the morning. Treat your body with kindness. Keep it warm. Treat your heat like medicine because, in a way, it is. Please, tonight, take a look at your bedroom. Make those small changes. Put on the socks. Turn up the heat just a little. I also want to speak to the families watching. If you have an aging parent, don't just ask them, "Are you warm enough?" They'll almost always say yes. Go to their house. Check their bedroom. Is it drafty? Is the window sealing properly? Touch their hands. Are they cold? Sometimes our parents are stubborn. They want to be frugal and save money. You might need to be the one to buy them a good heater or a better duvet. You might need to be the one to set the thermostat and tell them, "Leave it here for your health." Arthur's daughter wishes she had checked the thermostat that night. Don't let that be your regret. Growing older is a privilege. The sunset years should be a time of comfort, reflection, and joy. But to enjoy these years, we have to respect how our bodies change. We're not 25 anymore. We can't sleep in freezing rooms and expect to bounce back in the morning. Treat your body with kindness. Keep it warm. Treat your heat like medicine because, in a way, it is. Please, tonight, take a look at your bedroom. Make those small changes. Put on the socks. Turn up the heat just a little. Arthur's story is sad, but if it helps even one of you stay safe this winter, then his story has a purpose. Thank you for listening to this important message. We care about you, and we want you to be here with us for a long time. If you found this video helpful, please help us spread the word. Click the like button below. It helps the algorithm show this warning to others who might need it. Share this video with your friends, your church group, or your family group chat. And please subscribe for more stories, health tips, and wisdom for your best years. Stay warm, stay safe, and sleep well. Goodbye for now.